So Representative Steve King is well known as one of the dumbest congresspeople. He's right up there with Louis Gohmert. One of my favorite comments from Steve King was years ago when he said that immigrants have cantaloupe calves because I think his argument was because they're running drugs into the country. So in his mind, you have people crossing the border that have like literal drugs like on backpacks and they're running a lot. And they got cantaloupe calves, man. They're working out their legs a lot. The type of stuff these guys think about, dude. It's unbelievable. And then, Louis Gohmert as well, like I said, is one of the dumbest. It's either Steve King or Louis Gohmert who's the dumbest. But my favorite Louis Gohmert comment, and there were many, he said that Obama wants to bring back the Ottoman Empire. To this day, nobody understands what he's saying. Nobody gets that. Like, what does that even mean? The Ottoman Empire? The Ottoman Empire. Are you saying that, like, not only are you a birther, but you think he was born in Turkey? Is that the argument you're making? And you think that, therefore, he wants to bring back the Ottoman Empire because he's secretly Turkish? Or is it, he's Muslim? But if you think he's Muslim, why did you settle on Turkey? You could have gone with any of a number of places. You went with Turkey. Why? He wants to bring back the Ottoman Empire. I don't understand. You think he was like rolling over to Erdogan or something when he was president? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. The things they say are so dumb. Louis Gohmert, another famous moment, he said, don't cast aspersions on my asparagus. Everybody was like, what? Are you trolling us? So anyway, we finally have a comment that tops the previous dumb record. Take a look at this. This is from Steve King. Laws restricting abortion access should not have exceptions for rape and incest, says Representative Steve King from Iowa, because throughout history, many people have been born as a result of rape and incest, including perhaps himself. Quote, what if we went back through all the family trees and just pulled those people out that were products of rape and incest? Would there be any population in the world left if we did that? King said at the Westside Conservative Club meeting in Urbandale, Iowa on Wednesday, according to the Des Moines Register. Considering all the wars and all the rape and pillage that's taken place, I know I can't certify that I'm not part of the product of that. Would there be any population in the world left if we did that? Answer, yes. There'd be a lot of us left, of course. No, people enjoy sex. We're kind of wired to enjoy the feeling of it. And so they're going to do it. And this idea of consent among humans dates back quite a while. It dates back quite a while. The idea of courting a mate. And in the animal kingdom it exists too. Not saying there aren't some, species that do rape and whatnot. There are. I think dolphins are notorious for that. But, in the animal kingdom, there's plenty of like courting a mate, trying to figure out how to get them to like you and to be willing to do that. What a bizarre thing to say, man. What a bizarre thing to say. So, in other words, what he's arguing is, hey, even in cases of rape and incest, I don't think people should be able to get an abortion. Wow. So if there's a woman out there who's raped by some monster, and she's like, well, obviously, on top of the insane trauma and PTSD, I'm obviously going to get an abortion. He says, no, you can't do it. In the case of incest, if the relative is very close to you, then there's a very high likelihood that you have very serious health problems with the baby. He says, nope, gotta have it. And the other thing about this guy is, just like many of the people on the far right, there's no nuance. So in other words, they say, I don't care if you're taking the morning after pill, or if it's an abortion at 8.5 months. Those are fundamentally the same thing. They're murder in both instances, and you can't do it. all right, man, if this is the ideology that some people, that this appeals to some people, by all means, go right ahead. But it is comically stupid. It is embarrassing. It's also vicious, man. It really is like, and I hesitate to make these arguments for the most part, but this really is a clear instance of like, he doesn't value the humanity of women. It's just like, your property, and I will force you to be an incubator, even in the worst case scenarios of you being raped. It's hard to wrap your mind around, but at the same time, it's not, because we know the record of guys like Steve King and the stuff that he said. And this is actually right in line with all of his other insanely far-right beliefs. It's just he finds a way to voice it in a way that's next-level stupid, which is why it makes news.